You were famous for scoring outstanding goals. When you look back at all of them, what was your favourite goal and what was your best goal?
Yeah, two separate answers. My best goal was a goal I scored at Ewood Park, which won the 1994-95 goal of the season. 35-yarder, which I hit my right foot and had a little bit of dip on it and smashed it in the top corner. Tim Flowers, no chance from 35 yards, which was lovely to see him flailing, given that he was my teammate for about 4 or 5 years previous to that. So that was pretty special. That was what I consider my best goal. But my favourite goal, I don't think anything could ever top the emotion of playing in the last ever league game at the Dell, with the game stood at 2-2. I get sent on as a substitute with 12 minutes to go, and in the 88th minute, I swivel on my left foot and hit a half volley into the top corner, and the Dell just erupted with a noise that I've never experienced ever before. It was incredible, and just that moment was amazing, and that meant that I was the last ever person to score a league goal at the Dell, and that was that's something that I'm very proud of.
Well, that was the perfect script. I mean, there's no way that any other player could have scored that goal other than you, Matt, right?
Well, it was amazing because that season had been horrific for me. I'd only scored one goal in the League Cup that whole season, and that was my only Premier League goal that season. It was incredible that it just happened to turn out on that day at that time, and yeah, there was something pretty special about that.
Yeah. I think I've heard you say in another interview when I was preparing for this. Is it true that there was another opportunity where somebody was making a run after you scored that goal and you could have picked them out if you wanted to, but you decided to play it towards the corner flag?
Well, yeah. So what happened? We had another attack, and Chris Marsden, I did a shot from the edge of the box, which was flying in, and the Arsenal keeper, Alex Manninger, he tipped it over the bar. It was a good save, and I can remember because I was going across to take the corner that resulted from it. And as I was jogging across the 18-yard box, I really wanted to go and cuddle the Arsenal goalie and go, "Thanks, mate." But I can't do that. So anyway, I go across to pick up the ball for the corner, and I'm stood there, and I know the final whistle is pretty imminent, and so I'm stood there thinking, do I really want to cross this in the box for somebody to head it in? Because then I won't be the last person that scored at the Dell. So I stood there, and Wayne Bridge was our left back at the time. He was right back on the halfway line. And
Yeah.
so I just looked back to him. I went, "Bridgie." And so Bridgie comes running down about 15, 20 yards away from me, and I just take a short corner to him. And I don't put the ball in the box. And as I roll the ball to him, the referee blows the final whistle. So so
Brilliant.
it worked out perfectly.
Mate, to be fair, you definitely had it in your locker to have been able to have taken a shot straight from a corner. You could have had another
Yeah, I
one.
mean, I did think about that as well, but that's quite risky. Somebody might just get a touch on it and
Yeah,
nick it
it's
from
true.
me.
That's true.